Hello, my name is Michael Walsh. I'm from Troy, New Hampshire. Mr. Ayers, I lived through your times. I was in Vietnam in '68, the Tet Offensive in the 101st Airborne Division. I came back. Wait. You got to hear the other side. I came back and I was at the moratorium in Boston Common. I heard Abby Hoffman speak. We marched down Mass Ave and took over Harvard Square. I had more tear gas that night than I ever had in my life. And you took an armed stance against the United States government. And I might not agree with it, but it took courage to do that. How do you still feel about the right to bear arms? Do I have a right to bear arms, or is it only the government that gets to have guns?
You're asking me about the Second Amendment, I assume? Yeah. I think that I think we've gone way too far, and that we need to find a way to take back some of the extreme kind of gun ownership that exists. It's not a question of I think we should disarm, and I think that means that we should absolutely allow serious background checks, to allow serious kind of limits on what people are sold. The idea that somehow everybody has a right to a machine gun and that's protected by the Second Amendment is pure folly, and it's ridiculous, and it's leading us in a very dangerous direction.
Mr. D'Souza, would you comment on that, please?
Yeah, we have a Bill of Rights, and I think it is sort of odd. Imagine if you used exactly that kind of rhetoric with regard to the First Amendment. And you said something like, well, I think speaking is kind of an okay kind of thing to do, but I think we should all limit our speech, and I think we should all be really careful of what we say, and if the government wants to run background checks on us to clear what... People would say, are you out of your mind? Why do we have a First Amendment? So I'm not for Uzis, I'm not for machine guns, but I'm saying let's extend some of the same respect to the Second Amendment that we automatically, instinctively extend to the First.
Yes, but the truth is we do debate the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. We debate it, and the Supreme Court, in its wisdom, has decided that a corporation is a person, that giving goo-gobs of money to candidates is protected by free speech. That is something that I think is also absurd, and we should debate it. These things are debated.
I'm not putting it outside the bounds of debate. I'm just saying that there is a presumptive vote in favor of the free speech and a heavy burden to be met to curtail it. And I'm just saying it's got to be the same way for the right to bear arms as well.
Paul? Hello, Mr. D'Souza. This question is actually directed at you. So I actually saw 2016. It definitely